Hi everyone. Today I will report on the latest audit situation for Sheldon Audiovisual Limited Company with four other team members. Now let's get underway. First, let me introduce the audit background for Sheldon AV. We are conducting a statutory audit for financial year ending March 31st, 2021. This engagement is particularly significant because the company is considering a future stock exchange listing, making financial statement accuracy and compliance crucial. As this is our first time engagement, we must assign the company's controls environment to identify any risks that could impact the reliability of its financial statement. Our focus is to evaluate whether their internal controls are sufficiently designed and effectively implemented. To do this, we have analyzed the control environment based on 6 key elements shown on the left side. Now let's move on to our audit risk assignment. To assign financial risks, we have determined the following materiality thresholds on left side, and our preliminary ethical review identifies several key financial risks such as rapid revenue growth, decline gross profit margin, and so on. This trend suggests the potential financial instability, and we will design audit procedure to address these risks. Next, we will examine essential principles and stress to audit independence. As auditors, we must adhere to essential standards and maintain independence in our audit work. However, our review identifies several essential and independent stress. Essential concerns risks on the left side, and stress to audit independence are shown on the right side. And the solution is safeguard to maintain independence is that separated engagement teams for audit and advisory services, regular rotation of audit staff to minimize familiarity risk. Now let's discuss management philosophy and operating styles.
A company's management style significantly influences financial controls. In our assessment, we identified the following key risks: aggressive sales target. Directors David, Emily, and Lian receive bonuses based on sales growth, which may increase the risk of premature or fictitious revenue recognition. Limited financial oversight. Finance Director James Clark works remotely in Building 2, reducing financial supervision. Lack of regular management accounts. Due to technical issues, the company does not generate timely financial reports, which impairs decision-making. And about informal decision-making, the company rejected a £12,750 injury claim without legal consultation, which raises concern about corporate governance and compliance. Expansion without adequate controls. As the company expands rapidly, its internal controls have not evolved accordingly, increasing financial and operational risks. And about inherent risks and high control risk, focus area is existence, occurrence, and accuracy of revenue transactions. Now, we'll evaluate integrity, ethical values, and competence. About Sheldon AV lacks a structured ethic framework, which raises concerns about corporate governance. We identified the following risks: no formal code of conduct. The company does not have documented ethics policies to guide employee behavior. Weak board oversight. The company has no audit committee or non-executive directors, reducing independent governance checks. Inventory management concerns. Peter concealed inventory borrowing, which raises financial misstatement risks. Unverified asset acquisitions. David pushes Sora pendings without valuation expertise, which could affect asset valuation accuracy. And mismatched employee responsibilities. J. Alexander is overworked, while Peter heavily depends on Rob to complete tasks, indicating poor role allocation.
For communication, key management is physically separated, with the finance director in building 2. There are interpersonal conflicts, hidden information flow as we saw in majority interview, and this low-constructed management reporting for financial performance. The first is the inherent risk because the company is not split across duties. The second and third are control risk due to the lack of formal reporting structures. This meaning affects the completeness of liabilities and accuracy of financial statements. This information system have several risks. Accounting records are maintained on Excel spreadsheet rather than an integrated accounting system. They plan to implement a new accounting system but not have a adequate expertise. With a lack of purpose backup for financial data, the backup tapes are stored on the premises. They have weak possible security. John has an unusual solution for remembering complex password. Although Miss Grammy wasn't on set for the last inventory accounts checking process, Ross just told him the procedures in place. This means we cannot guarantee whether they will make mistakes in final stage. In conclusion, this risk meaning affects the accuracy and the completeness of most of accounting like revenue, cash, and inventory.
Regarding authority and responsibility, there is excessive concentration of authority with Royce Hendricks, who handles accounts, admin, and payroll. Authorization processes for cash payments are inadequate. There is inefficient review of reconciliations and journal entries, and the approval hierarchy for purchase and credit approvals is unclear. The inherent risk is medium because it's a small company with limited staff. The control risk is high due to poor segregation of duties. These risks mainly affect the existence of expenses, occurrence of transactions, and authorization. In terms of HR policies, hiring procedures are informal. They often hire through personal connections. There is limited job documentation for key roles. Timesheet calculations are performed manually by employees, and there is limited staff training on IT security and control procedures. The inherent risk is medium because it's a small workforce for low turnover, and the control risk is high due to poor payroll documentation and security. These risks mainly affect the existence, occurrence, and accuracy of payroll expenses.
Overall, we have found the main risks of Sheraton AV in controlled environment include the following points: limited formal places and procedures, inadequate management oversight of financial reporting, poor documentation of the key controls, inadequate segregation of duties across financial purchase, weak IT systems, and security. Based on the risks, the upcoming audit products we should pay attention to include supplementation testing due to control weakness and detection risk. Additional focus on the revenue recognition and cutoff. Extend testing of director transaction and bonus. More detailed testing of cash and account receivable. Increase performance of escapism in evaluation team management across. I believe we can successfully complete this. I did work also these approaches. That's all for our report. Thank you for listening.